Yo book nerds! Today I'm doing another TBR video, but this one's a little different. So I feel like there's a lot of books that I should have already read. And when I say that, I mean like they are very popular books that it seems like everyone has read either in high school or college, except that I haven't. I know like there's no like rule about when you should read a book, and it's okay to not have read books that are super popular. I'm not saying that it isn't, but these are all books that like everyone that I either went to high school with has read in high school, or people that were in my major when I was in undergrad read these books, but somehow like I missed them and I was not in those classes, and I still have not to this day read them. And I feel like I'm left out of conversations because quote unquote everyone has read these books and I have not. So to kick it off, we have The Divine Comedy by Dante Alighieri. So many people I know, if they haven't read the entire Divine Comedy, they have at least read Dante's Inferno, and I have not read any part of this book. So I feel like I am missing out on a lot of references, and I really want to read this one soon. And this is such a beautiful edition. It's got the gilded edges and everything, and I'm so excited to get to this someday. Next up, I have a duology that I feel like so many people read in college, but I have not, which is Homer's The Iliad and the Odyssey. I have not read either. So many people I know have read the Odyssey, but they skipped the Iliad. But I do know many people that have read both, and I really want to give them a try. I know that the Iliad is about the battles of Troy, and I'm really intrigued by that story. So I'm definitely interested in reading the Iliad. And I know that the Odyssey is about Odysseus, and that's really all that I know. And so yeah, interested in reading this as well though. Up next we have Paradise Lost by John Milton. I really don't know a ton about this book, but I have heard many people say that they enjoyed it, and so I want to give this a try. The only thing I know about this book is that I think it's about Satan's expulsion from heaven, but I'm not 100% on what all it's about. Up next we have a book that I feel like everyone I know read when they were in high school, and I did not. And like, it is so popular, and I just can't believe I still haven't read it. And that is The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I know that this takes place in the Roaring 20s, and that's about it. That's all I know. I haven't seen any movie adaptation, and I know it's so short. I know I could read it fairly quickly, so I don't know why I haven't yet read it. Up next we have The Essential Tales and Poems by Edgar Allan Poe. I have read some Poe, but I feel like so many people have read way more than me. So I've read The Raven, I've read The Fall of the House of Usher, and I might have read A Telltale Heart, but I don't remember, to be honest. But this collection has way more, and so I'm definitely interested in reading more of Poe's work and being able to join in on more of those discussions about him. Up next is one that I honestly can't remember if I ever read. I have seen many movie adaptations, so I think that I might just be confusing seeing so many movie versions with reading the book. So I can't remember actually reading the book, but that is A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, and so many people have read this story and love it, and I love all the movies that I've seen of it, but I just don't remember ever actually reading the real story. And so I would love to read this year if possible, if I can fit it into my schedule. It's so short, so that's a good possibility. And then lastly, I have 1984 by George Orwell. I feel like so many people that I know read either this book or they read Animal Farm. I have read neither of them. I don't know how I missed out on that in high school, but I don't have Animal Farm, but I have 1984, so I'm definitely interested in checking this one out and finding out where the term Big Brother comes from. That's really all I know about this story. is that term comes from this book. So yeah, these are the books that I feel like I should have already read. I know there's no timeline in reading these books, but so many people that I know have either read these in high school or they read them in college, and somehow I missed them all. So let me know which ones you think I should start with, and let me know your thoughts on them, if they're worth the read, if they're not worth the read. I am really interested in knowing what you think. And let me know if you guys read these in high school or college, or if you're like me and you haven't read them, or if you read them outside of school. Let me know. I hope you guys are having a wonderful autumn. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys next Monday. Thanks for talking books with me.